snacks bring it, but Lay's Poppables make it pop. They're so crispy and full of flavor, you won't believe you get about 30 per serving. Lay's Poppables. Taste the Poppabilities.
Average $13,047 in total values on the 2020 Ram 1500, plus these additional incentives.
My name is Beatrice Dixon. I'm the founder of the Honey Pot. To have a retailer like Target see you and believe in you is everything. The reason why it's so important for Honey Pot to do well is so the next black girl, she can have a better opportunity. That means a lot to me.
We got a whole highway department dump truck that we want to make cool.
You can do anything.
This truck is the biggest and heaviest that we've done to date.
Oh boy.
Most of this truck is a 1968 Chevy C10 with a little twist. It's been a minute. It's a 7-year build. We're gonna dig this thing out and get this thing finish it up.
Oh wow. That's nice.
Texas Metal. New episode tonight at 10 on Motor Trend. Or stream every episode ad-free on the app.
Everything just blew up. Wasn't like any color I'd ever seen before.
Looks like a meteorite.
What are you doing? Shh.
He's talking to me.
It's just a color. But it burns.
Do you believe me now?
I don't know what I believe anymore.
Dinner tonight? You are. Dandruff. Carla and I go everywhere together.
Keep dandruff from ruining date night.
Carl, how could you?
Selsun Blue helps eliminate annoying itch and flakes.
Yes, it's the first word of any new discovery. But when allergies attack, the excitement fades. Allegra helps you say yes with the fastest non-drowsy allergy relief and turn any half-hearted yes into an all-in yes. Allegra, live your life, not your allergies.
Hey, you guys are probably wondering, what am I doing? I'm putting tape on an axle. Well, there's a reason for that, which you didn't see what we put in the rear end. Take a little paint, nice straight line on your tape, and you pull it off. And the reason for that is to see if the axle is twisting. So the next time if he ever pulls apart his rear end, maybe to change out ring and pinion or something, he can see if he's overpowering the axle. Now, each manufacturer has a certain spec on how much twist that they allow. But if these axles are being overpowered in too much twist, he'll have to go with a better axle. Now, they make certain axles, some for drag race only, some for road race only, and some for street. The axles that we put in here should handle the horsepower that he has. This way, he knows if he's safe the next time he pulls his rear end apart. He can do his own inspection.
Does entertaining get you down? Well, not anymore with Clump Crackers. Prepare less and enjoy more with milk-in-your-mouth flavor. They're light, they're flaky, and they're
Buttery. Thanks, Clump Crackers.
With Advil Liquid Gels, you have fast-acting power over pain. So the whole world looks different. The unbeatable strength and speed of Advil Liquid Gels.
What pain?
It's an honor to tell you that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I love you!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Don't wait for a chip like this to crack your whole windshield. With SafeLight's exclusive resin, you get a strong repair that you can trust. Plus, with most insurance, a SafeLight repair is no cost to you.
Really? SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Are dull headlights limiting your vision? Restore them with Rust-Oleum Wipe New. Easily increase visibility with this award-winning formula. Wipe on long-lasting clarity. Wipe on ceramic protection. Wipe on guaranteed results. Rust-Oleum Wipe New Headlight Restore. See the difference.
I'm here to pick up a pizza.
Name, please?
No.
Did you check in on Pie Pass?
Everyone will know your name when you check in with Domino's Pie Pass. Yeah. Use it to bypass the line and get in and out fast.
Sounds fast.
Zoe! Thanks for your Pie Pass.
bypass next time you carry out 3-topping Domino's pizzas for $7.99 each.
I did it.
That's it.
We did it.
You did it. You can do it.
The path to I did it starts at AutoZone. Get in the zone.
Does your battery deliver extra life or extra power?
Extra life.
Extra power.
Extra life.
Extra power.
Extra life. Life. Extra life.
No need to argue. Versus Copper Top, Duracell Optimum delivers extra life in some devices or extra power in others.
This is Paul and Sarah.
They use an app for directions, music, and fitness.
But don't have an app for where they live.
What do you mean?
We mean an app to keep you safe and watch over your home when you're away, by keeping an eye on everything. Hey, Ollie.
Hey, I forgot my key.
Oh, it's in, bud.
Thanks. Cool. An app for where you live. I get it.
You know we meant using an app.
That's adorable. Get it?
Go to ring.com for complete home protection, all on your phone.
This 1965 Chevy Impala was Chris's dream car that quickly snowballed into a project too big for him to handle.
The car always seemed to take a second seat. That's a problem.
We've upgraded the engine, rebuilt the suspension, and overhauled the brakes, but the fuel system isn't working. And we're running out of time to figure out what's wrong. That's not good.
All right, that fuel leak is a major problem because that fitting's leaking and we gotta get another fitting.
Yeah.
The engine in the car is not the original engine. I had bought a 454 off somebody that was doing an Ellis conversion out of a Chevelle.
Oh, wait.
What?
I'll take. What's wrong with it, Joe, for $20?
It's not seating on the fitting.
Well, yeah, that's why it's leaking.
You know, it was a used build, and after everything was done, I was really hoping that there was really nothing major wrong with the startup.
Oh, you ready to go?
Have an idea.
Later?
Enlighten me.
I got this. Trust me.
You know, Joe, I mentioned I got a fuel leak in the hose. I was like, nothing major, and he's like, no, we'll just have to, fix the fuel leak so we can get the car to run, and I was relieved.
Put this back on.
With a small manual adjustment to the faulty fitting, Joe thinks he fixed the leak. Time to find out if the third time really is the charm.
All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
Let's give this a shot again, see if it leaks.
All right.
Go ahead, Sal.
Just to hear him run, all of a sudden there's life in the car. Excellent. I realized at that point that it's actually happened.
All right.
There you go, Joe.
What are you laughing?
I can't wait to see 2 burnouts. It does run.
Hang around, Chris. We'll be test driving in 3 minutes.
Excellent.
So we decided we were going with that whole pro touring look for this car, and to make that work, you gotta have the right wheels and tires. If you don't, it just won't pull it off. So look at what we did. Boom, 19-inch billet wheels, high-speed tires, and this is just the front because check out the backs. Now this is awesome. 20 inches, look at how deep well that is. It's got a big meat hook on top of it. This is really gonna set this car off. Chris, gonna love it. Look at that.
Oh yeah, finishing touches right here.
Let's do it.
Need those to dry. All right.
Yes. There we go.
All right.
You ready to drop it?
Let's drop it.
Get her down. Wow.
They all should be this way.
Guys, I'm just blown away by how good it looks right now.
Now let's see how it runs now.
Yeah, let's not get carried away.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, baby. Woo! This thing is so sweet.
And this is a fun ride. Chris is gonna love it.
Oh, man, I can't wait for
I
him
know
to
he
drive.
likes the way it looks, but he's gonna love it that much more when he drives the car.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no letdown. This is gonna live up to the build-up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing went from 65 Impala to Ferrari.
Yeah, right? Well, it's not often we roll upon a vehicle that had this much potential. From first glance, the car was beautiful, but from the bottom side up, there was a lot missing.
But I have to say, it was a puzzle worth putting back together because there isn't a more deserving man than Chris.
And I'm just glad that he had the same vision that me and the rest of the guys from the Garage Pod crew had to turn this into a pro touring queen.
Yes.
Are you guys ready to see it? Hit it, Winnie. There we go.
The garage went up and the car rolled out of the garage and I felt a chill go over me. You know, it was an emotional thing for me.
It was such a moving moment. I wanted to cry for Chris. It lit my heart up.
The look on Chris's face said it all. It is everything he dreamed this car could be, and I am just so happy for him.
What do you think of your man's new ride?
Oh my God. I'm speechless.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Joe, why don't we take him under the hood, give him a tour?
Big Black 454, we finished off his fuel system and put in a new cooling system. But one thing that we had to do was narrow that rear end so we can fit them big meats underneath there. And of course, put in new axles and Auburn locker and 373 pods.
You know, because we made the room for the big meats in the back, we had to put big brakes in it. We did the coilovers, we did the upper and lower control arms. The whole suspension of this car got completely rehandled, and I love the way it sits as a result.
It is so cool, and I have to say that digital dash was a beast. The wiring was everywhere. Sarah helped me a ton in there, which I was very grateful for, but it was totally worth it.
Yeah, I think so. So what do you guys think of this car? So if you've got a beast that needs to get finished off and needs a little love, make sure that you send us your submission. That's all the time we got this week for Garage Squad. See you guys next time.
Being in the car for my first time was honestly awesome. It was so loud. It was awesome.
For Sarah and Chris and I to do that first drive together, the fun that we had, that is something that I will never forget.
It was a phenomenal experience.
Hi, I'm John Davis, and this is Motor Week.
Join us for a lightning-fast four-door the Mercedes-AMG GT63S. And awesome ways to keep a clear view of the road ahead. Stephanie Hart discovers overlanding where the journey is where it's at. And a diesel infusion adds more punch to the rugged Jeep Wrangler.
So come drive with us. Next.
Motor Week, television's original automotive magazine.
Well, the AMG label seems to be applied to just about everything Mercedes these days. The Mercedes-AMG brand itself stands apart with unique vehicles that are not based on any other Mercedes-Benz product. Now, to this point, they've focused those efforts on two-door performance cars. That all changes with this car, the Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door coupe.
This really is a brave new world. Performance SUVs are all the rage in the luxury realm, while Mercedes tuner AMG now makes their own distinct vehicles. And it's into this world that we see something else new emerge, the 2020 Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door coupe. A car that bucks all the trends, packing supercar performance into a 4-door car body. Getting right to the good stuff, like any high-performance machine these days, everything from chassis tuning to power delivery is computer-controlled and highly configurable. In addition to the usual AMG Dynamics terms of Sport Plus and Race, there are also Pro and Master. A little S, no, Pro Master, sorry. So rather than spending all day figuring out an optimal setup, we just popped in, fired it up, dialed everything to the max, and headed for turn 1 at Savannah's Roebling Road Raceway. And before reaching the end of that turn, we noted that despite this 4-door coupe being physically a big car, it sure didn't feel like it from where we were sitting. It's very easy to place on track, turns in quickly, holds its line well, and allows you to feed in healthy amounts of power coming out of corners without getting out of shape. The steering wheel has decent weight to it and sets all 4 wheels into the action, but that does rob some of the feel we like. Carbon ceramic brakes are optional, noted by bronze 6-piston front calipers, and they are plenty track-worthy. consistently slowing us without complaint from 160 plus at the end of Roebling's long front straight. There are actually three versions of AMG's first four-door. The GT53 with 429 horsepower turbocharged 3-liter I6, the GT63 with 577 horsepower from its 4-liter twin-turbo V8, and this GT63S that cranks that V8 up to 630 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. Obviously, our choice for track work. And trust us, this V8 is not afraid of a little hard labor, picking up this car and hurling it down the track like it has a schedule to keep. Launch control is simple to engage and highly effective. 60 miles per hour arrives in just 3 seconds flat. The AMG Speed Shift MCT 9-speed automatic delivers shifts that are as quick as they are brutal. And when we cleared the corner in just 11 seconds at 128 miles per hour, this car felt like it was just getting started. There may be a boatload of sensors collecting data on everything that you and this car get into, but there's nothing sensitive looking about it. From the rear, the hips look almost 911-ish, and it's also way bigger in person than it looks in photos. It definitely sticks out in any crowd. Sidebar, how awesome is this pearly matte blue paint job? Technically called Brilliant Blue Magno, it blends perfectly with the tasteful carbon fiber trim. So base price for this GT63S is a taxing $162,200. The base GT53 comes in just over $100,000, with the GT63 occupying the middle ground at $141,250. While what makes a great performance sedan may be somewhat subjective, anyone who takes a turn behind the wheel of this 2020 Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door coupe will agree that it is utterly fantastic. We were probably supposed to point out some serious negatives to keep the internet trolls happy, but we couldn't find any. So maybe we should go take in a few more laps, just for research's sake, of course.
Hi, I'm Hanno. I created Gabi because most people overpay on car insurance. Gabi is a free tool that saves you money by finding the best deal. Gabi users save more than $800 per year on average. Go to Gabi.com and stop overpaying for car insurance.
Does entertaining get you down? Well, not anymore with clump crackers. Prepare less and enjoy more with melt-in-your-mouth flavor. They're light, they're flaky, and they're
Buttery. Thanks, clump crackers.
Now, get an average $13,047 in total values on the 2020 Ram 1500, plus these additional incentives.
As a struggling actor, I need all the breaks that I can get. At Liberty Booch and Look.
Cut.
Liberty Bibbity.
Cut. We'll dub it.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
At AutoZone, batteries are kind of our thing. After our free testing, turns out she just needed new cables. This guy, just a fresh charge. And for them, it was time for a change. Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. Getting the job done just got easier.
With that